I would like to thank Coca 2005 for sending me this story, and this is more of an update. Now, I never really got a chance to actually talk about this story in depth as far as a pre-recorded video. I'm not going to do it here because it's already been told, but I'll give you like a brief summary and then give the update. But this man's name is Raimundo Atasiano. I guess that's how you pronounce his name. And he was the cop or the police chief of a department down in Florida who literally was found guilty, or he was charged and found guilty of conspiracy to arrest black people, in particular black men, when a lot of the numbers came back as why they had a perfect attendance of arrest rates. He basically wanted his department to be seen as a perfect department that had perfect arrest rates. And by doing that, he started slapping black people, black men in particular, with these bogus crimes just to arrest them for, just so their numbers could look good when, quotas had to be met or anything like that. That's why I say, don't tell me that those quotas or that quota system in the departments do not exist when they definitely do. But anyway, after a thorough investigation, they did find out that he was doing this and he was involved, and he was taken to trial and he was found guilty. Now, the update has come through as far as how long he has been sentenced to. And to be honest, he should have been sentenced to way more than 3 years in prison. That's right. He only received 3 years in prison for throwing false crimes onto black men and arresting them and putting them in jail. And he was doing this for a while. This isn't something he was only doing for a short period of time. He was doing this for a long ass minute. And all he got was 3 years. Now you look at this guy and look at his name. He's one of those so-called Latinos or Hispanics or whatever. If I was them, I don't give a damn if he was born here. Send his ass back on that boat and send him back to wherever country's descent he's from. And this is another nail in the coffin of why that whole black and brown coalition thing just does not work. It doesn't. Look at what this guy did. He might as well have been a full-blown white quote-unquote supremacist doing what he did. He was literally doing their bidding by doing what he did. All because he wanted his department to have perfect numbers. Well, I hope the 3 years that he spends in jail are the 3 most miserable years ever, if he even makes it out after 3 years. And I hope they don't pull no funny business and try to undercut his 3 years and he ends up doing like 3 months and then he's back out. But honestly, 3 years is not even nearly as long as he should have received. He should have got way more time for this crime that he did than the time that they gave him. But then again, you got to remember, this is also Florida. They probably didn't even want to put him in jail for 3 years. They probably didn't want to send him to jail at all. But they said, you know what, we have to send him and give him something. So let's give him the minimum. Like, this guy framed black people just to have a perfect arrest rate. I'm telling you, these departments are shady. Some more than others, but for the most part, all of them are fucking shady. And what's so sad is that you'll have some of them in there you'll have some of these people who support so-called Blue Lives Matter and say, well, not all cops are bad. Well, listen, he didn't act on this alone. It's just that he was the one calling the shots. But I'm sure that his constituents sang like a canary, which helped lead him to getting in jail. But the fact is, he didn't act alone. They just went along with it. It's just that he's the one that's going to take the fall because he was the ringleader. But they should investigate the rest of them as well, because they definitely played a part by not saying anything and going along with it. That's why it's a lot of black men in jail right now who shouldn't be there. And I'm sure that the ones that he arrested are some of them. By the way, and speaking of that, if there's any of them in jail right now and they were arrested by him, they need to go back and look and do an investigation to see if the crime fits the bill. Meaning they need to let these guys go if they were arrested by him within the last how many years he's been doing this. Because 9 times out of 10, they shouldn't even be in jail right now. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments about this story. Like, share, subscribe. The links will be in the description. I'll talk to you in the next one.